I'm the golden son while playing the GBA game. Brain off the scale to thinking he mean weight gain. No surge, electrify the mind. I'm in charge of the buzz, get your power stripped. I'm my own plug, you the socket. Let more punchlines, the trash in your pocket. That's you to stop it. More than rap, this composite, you gossip, I rock it. See the variation? It don't matter, black or white, bring the drama, Perry Mason. I'm adjacent to the destined, counting all my blessings while they selling their soul. No, you gotta be desperate like them housewives. Hear the real with my mouth wide, path going north, but they still hear the south side in me. These rappers are actors who giving out Emmys. Find me a Denny's looking proud of their penny without an Oscar. I'ma lay it proper. Father, this sound ironic, didn't have a papa for most of my life. Foster home to home. Don't let me start. Comment tell me about real love. It starts in the heart, not the pants. Born without a chance. Probably met destiny plenty times and noticed when she glanced at me. When you dance with me, who would've known these dreamers become fans of me? Put up your hands for me. Touch the sky, the model we grew up with. Bumping that old Wayne, about to see if this truck fit in my garage. I'm kidding, no car, but I got drive. Even if I retire, never be top 5. I survived the rugged terrain. Determination in my brain, God help me find joy through the pain, gain clarity that I share to the masses. Same kid, they dreaming in classes. Future look disastrous. Time for the heroes and less facets. Clean air, less gases. But y'all know what I'm trying to convey. Chase streams, play games, watch a few anime. Found a path to be great, not a moment to waste. Mama check it, don't worry, I'm straight. We gon' take it to the top of the globe. Spread love, realest quote that I wrote. You know, sky's the limit. All my life I was sold, but we surpassing that with each episode. Behold, a new episode. New day, a new episode. A new day, a new day, a new episode. A new day, a new episode. A new day, a new. Go ahead, let them throw that shade. You gotta wait to see the picture. Old Kodak days, don't go that way. They songs all filler, and it shows not at the museum. Fans never been stellar. Pendilla, so it's a route set score. I ain't trying to be known by a number like the kids next door, my lord. They want us in cages or the seats, cause we fresh to death. Cash is sharp every week. Who, me? I'm nothing but a kid from the boondocks, writing living color. Different world in my boombox, chilling in my afternoon socks with a cute thing. Excuse the missed call, didn't notice you rang. Sharp tongue from the heavens, we thinking outside of the box. They call him Stoop Kid, never lead his steps. No one knows of his woes, cause he keeps to himself in seclusion. But me, I had to find out his story, so I sat by his stoop. He said his name's Corey. Told me how he used to be in love with a dame, but she left about as fast as she came. Said the sky's never been the same. Air's less fresh, chemtrails blanket the sky, and we compressed to a perfect world that we created within the mind. We blind to the truth as the days unwind. He finds happiness and watch the time go by. He asked, do you know why? Cause at least I'll know when we die. Society's engulfed in trends, and it's hard to find friends when your vision ain't the same through the lens. A cleanse what we need, but our pride won't accept it. Love's like a precious baby girl, and I'm wishing that we kept it. Neglected all our principles, kids laughing at me every day. How conventional, all one-dimensional. I wish I was invincible, I would just fly away. Aim for the sun, hope to land in a higher place. That's my escape from reality. Life is a dream, but it seems we've been sleeping in ravines. For now, I'ma chill with the ranting. Sit up on my stoop while the kids keep chanting. Stoop kids afraid to leave the stoop. 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 A tear rolls down his cheek. He asks, how did life become bleak? We used to seek joy, now we lost in translation of the language called money. I pity our generation. I told him I agree, but you looking at the downside. It's a bigger world outside the walls you hide, and I can guide you to a new state of mind if you let me. But hearts can't receive what the soul isn't ready for. Look, life is a metaphor, it's up to you to find a meaning. You can't stand for something if you steadily leaning on pillars of self-loathing. Imagine what you're missing in addition to beautiful life that you ain't even living. Places that you never been, people that you'll never meet. Happiness if you're willing to seek beyond the stoop of your seclusion, but really just a barrier to block away the image of a place much scarier. Called reality. He stopped me mid-sentence, took a step down like a sinner doing penance. Said he wanna take a chance, thanks for the referral. Safe to say this boy's gonna finally leave the world. So stoop kids gonna leave it stoop. Stoop kids.
Are you ready?
Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple light.
Before we get started, it only takes 2 clicks to become one of Earth's mightiest subscribers. Click.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Blerd Cave. I know a lot of craziness was going on last week. I apologize, I wasn't here. Y'all know I was in Brooklyn hanging out, was kicking it with Alternative Factuals, Fantastic Frankie. We were at Brooklyn ComiCon at the Brooklyn Expo Center. It was great. Everything was fantastic. Yeah, man, dude, wow. I missed a lot, too, apparently. But I am not going to be doing any retracking, no backtracking. We're just going to talk about the stuff that's popping right now. But real quick, and I know some people are probably going to complain about this. I want to go ahead and get it out of the way now because I am really bad about forgetting, but I do want to send some shout-outs. I do want to send some shout-outs over here because, and first I do want to definitely say, to all the people who came and saw me at Brooklyn Comic-Con, I want to say real quick, thank you so much for coming up and speaking with me. And, man, that was just great. I was actually kind of, surprised by it. I was really surprised by it. I was not prepared. I didn't realize people were actually going to ride out like that for me. So I gotta say thank you. It's the only way. It's the only way I know how to do business. Beyond all that, though, I do. Here, let me see if I can pull this up real quick before we start jumping into some brass tacks. Here, let me see here. I want to give some shout outs here because we got some peoples. Some new folks in the Patreon. Plus, I want to shout out all those who are still supporting. Real quick, first off, I want to give some shout outs to my mans, Adam Shafani. What we got? Who else we got? I got a new Patreon, Carlos Zepeda, Hassan Pashal, James Williams, Maverick Lee, Montrell Grant, Rain Deb Joys. We also got Reggie Simmons up in here, Rooney Coy, Sandra Douglas, Vernon and Brian. We got Ademola. Man, I'll fuck up a name in a heartbeat. I apologize. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all those people who are patrons. So yeah, just go ahead and throwing that out there. Really appreciated. Y'all are the best, the baddest. And of course, also if you are a patron, there's a video that's going to be going up today. There actually be 2 videos going up today. If you are a patron, you will be getting 2 videos. As opposed to 1, but I know a lot of people have been asking me, where's the Justice League number 25 video, where's all that at? Well, oddly enough, if you're a patron, you've had it for the last week or 2. But it's going to be going live today, plus I got another little promo video I'm going to do for somebody, one of our mightiest subscribers that I got to talk to while I was at Brooklyn Comic-Con, and then of course, you'll be getting there'll be another video that everybody, everybody will be getting the Justice League 25 today, but patrons will be getting another video, that you gotta be a patron to find out what it is. Anyway, let's get out of that real quick. Also want to say, hey, what's going on, man? Jason Brown, I see you in here. Leon37, I see you in here. What was it? Black Nerd 05, I see you. Elevation Allah, what's up? Hunter Iggy, I see you in here. Let's see here. So, let's go ahead and get into this, man. It's been a full week, man. Everybody is, everybody is just, it's all over the place, man. It is all over the place. I just don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on, but you know what? I'm here for it. 1,000%. Kuroyure no Ken, I see you in here, was popping. Dude, Hamaru. Woo! Hamaru 6, I see you in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some stuff real quick. Basically, the bullet point, the main bullet point of today is going to be that, let's start off at the top. Let's start off at the top, man, because we're going to get into Keanu in just a sec, but I promise. But your man's Kevin Feige, man, he is out here talking. He is out here sharing trade secrets. He is out here sharing trade secrets, which will let you know, man, stuff's about to go down. But your man's, he came out and said that there will be they'll be unleashing after Spider-Man Far From Home comes out. After that comes out, they're going to start officially releasing information on the Phase 4 lineup, because I think a lot of people kind of assumed that Avengers Endgame was the final Phase 3 films. Actually, not the case. It's actually Spider-Man Far From Home, and there's some things that apparently are going to be going on in Spider-Man Far From Home that may inform on Phase 4, so that's why they are keeping that under wraps, because also it would be spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home, and of course, yeah, you know how that works. But they said they will be at Hall H. Now, I want to say, I think Marvel skipped last year. Like, I want to say the last San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel was not there. At least not with anything MCU related. They may have been there for their other stuff like Marvel Netflix stuff, but they weren't there in capacity for Marvel Studios proper. So, but basically what Kevin Feige is saying, he is saying that, he says, well, there'll be a lot to talk about if we're there, I'll tell you that. We were waiting for Spider-Man Far From Home to come out, and now, very shortly, we'll start peeling back the curtain and talking about the future. And apparently, during a chit-chat with Cinema Blend, they said, now, by the time this came out, it hadn't been officially announced, so he was kind of being cagey about it, but they have officially announced it. But he says, I don't know that we've officially announced either way. We usually only go to Hall H when we have a lot of stuff to talk about and reveal, and it seems like we have a lot of stuff to talk about and reveal, but we'll see what we officially announce one way or another. And then there's also D23 later this summer, and we've always gone to D23. And for those who don't know what D23 is, D23 is it's kind of Disney's own personal convention. It's their stuff. It's all Disney all the time. So that's where you'll probably find like Star Wars, Marvel, anything else Disney related that's under that umbrella now, because Disney owns freaking everything. But that basically means that we'll probably see stuff at Hall H from Black Widow, the Eternals. We'll probably see stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Shang-Chi. We'll probably hear about other stuff, and I'm not saying they're going to have like full breakdowns. We're not seeing trailers for all this stuff. I'm just saying you will probably get panels where they'll talk about what's going on. You may see little bits of things, but I wouldn't expect to. Don't expect them to come out and be like, Avengers, disassembled, or, or anything like that, or coming out the gate talking about, what was it, Thor 4, Iron Man, or not Iron Man 4, obviously, or making an announcement on any of that stuff. Don't expect it. Don't expect any Dark Avengers, Young Avengers, New Avengers, Secret Avengers. Don't expect any of that shit. I'll just go ahead and tell you that right now. But the thing that is really cool about all this is that over the week, Marvel had pretty much, it's been alluded for a while. It was actually brought up during when John Wick 3 came out, the week that it came out. People were talking about how Keanu Reeves was up for a role in the MCU. Now, originally when they brought this up, the role was for a character in the Eternals, which is one of the next big ensemble movies that Marvel's working on. That's not titled Avengers. But the Eternals are supposed to be the next thing, and that's what they were talking about. And of course, whenever there's an actor that has a movie coming out, that's when all that kind of talk comes out. And it kind of flew under the radar. No one was really talking about it. But then you fast forward like a couple of weeks later, 2-3 weeks later, and all of a sudden Keanu Reeves is out in the limelight. He's out there. People are talking about his name. They're like, or it actually also didn't help that he had probably what was what I would refer to as one of the most adorkable anythings. Because he was at E3. He did a press conference. He was doing a promo for. He was cutting a promo for Cyberpunk 2077, which is probably one of my most anticipated games of this or any other year. Probably, I'm a huge Cyberpunk fan, so I am completely over the moon about it. I'm just blown away by it. But yeah, your man's Keanu was doing some press work, and of course, he kind of went viral because of the whole "you're breathtaking" thing, and he was just kind of in the zeitgeist at that particular moment. So people started losing their shit, and they're like, "Oh my god, Keanu Reeves! Oh my god!" It was just Keanu Reeves everywhere. It's like, he was there really to talk about Cyberpunk, and somehow all this other news just started funneling out because Keanu Reeves. It just the time was right, and Marvel made it known that we have been talking to Keanu Reeves. We've been talking to Keanu Reeves about a role in the MCU. Now, here's the thing. This is not the first time. Keanu Reeves, Kevin Feige, I want to say, he brought this up not long after all the word and the buzz and everything got out. He was like, hey, we've been talking to Keanu Reeves for a minute. Just about every single time they come out with a project that they're working on, the project that gets greenlit, they were like, we go to Keanu Reeves pretty much for almost every, matter of fact, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Boom, there it is. Yeah, he says, we talk to him for almost every film we make. We talk to Keanu Reeves about, he's like, I don't know when, if, or ever he'll join the MCU, but we very much want to figure out the right way to do it. And that's kind of, it's nothing like major, it's nothing earth-shattering or anything like that, but it's just to let you know, they're talking to your boy. And, the world went crazy because people were trying to figure out who Keanu Reeves was going to play. People were like, oh my god, who is he playing? Who is your boy going to play? And we can go ahead and say right now, we know, just based on everything that he's got going on, everything that Keanu has going on, I can go ahead and tell you right now, the smart money, to me, the smart money, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that I'm right, I'm just saying it's the smart money. The smart money would go towards, I would honestly see him playing a character, I could easily see him playing a character like Adam Warlock. That's actually, and that I tweeted this out the day that all this stuff was going on, all this craziness was happening, and people were like, "Oh my god, yeah, Adam Warlock," and people had other suggestions too. A lot of people had suggestions. I've had some people who disagreed with me, and they were like, "No, he'd be an awful Adam Warlock." I was like, "I don't know how you see that, but that's on you." I've heard some other names get thrown out there, and largely because of I think people just want to be contrarian. Because that's kind of the era that we live in with the internet, that everyone has to be a contrarian and go against what everyone else thinks because it makes them feel like they are an individual like everybody else. You are unique, just like everybody else, which makes you not unique. Anyway, the thing that I thought was kind of funny about it, though, is that so your boy Dan Slott, he threw up a little name. Your boy Dan Slott threw some names out. Let's see, I'm going to pull up his Twitter real quick. Your boy Dan Slott was like, I'm seeing lots of people saying Reed Richards, Adam Warlock, and Silver Surfer. My vote, Mark Spector, Moon Knight. And I'm not going to lie, that's actually his opinion on that one, he is, and I've heard a lot of people say Moon Knight as well, and I was also one of the other people saying that if he was not to play Adam Warlock, I would love to see him play Moon Knight, Mark Spector, the whole shebang. I want to see it. Do it all. Give me the Jeff Lemire Moon Knight. Give me all of it. I want it right here. I want it. I want everything. I want it all. Here, let me get out of this real quick, and boom, there we go. But yeah, so you see it right here. Yeah, it's right there in black and white. That's Dan Slott's take on it. He wants him to play Moon Knight. Now, kind of looking at it, and I'm not going to say anything more than I've already spoken ad nauseum about Adam Warlock and why I think he could play him. So I'm not going to delve any deeper than that, but I could just as easily see Keanu Reeves play a character like Moon Knight, who is a person who is literally crazy. And also, I think the time is right for Moon Knight because you got to think about it. Moon Knight is kind of in, like, not exactly in the same way that Deadpool kind of hit the internet zeitgeist. Like, he like, it got to this point where, like, there were people who knew about Deadpool, regardless of the fact that they had ever read a Deadpool comic. Regardless of all that, they knew who Deadpool was because of Facebook and Twitter, memes, Reddit, all that other stuff. Like, Moon Knight is kind of getting that same way now. Like, you're starting to see a lot more Moon Knight memes. You're starting to see a lot of people are kind of pushing Moon Knight into that same limelight, which kind of rhymes. But I mean, yeah, I could easily see Moon Knight. Moon Knight is like I said, if Keanu Reeves were not to play Adam Warlock, which I think would be a miscarriage of casting, or like a miscarriage of missed opportunities. I couldn't see any other way maybe other than Moon Knight. Now, I will say there are some other characters that people have brought up to me, and I'm like, maybe. If not your boy Mark Spector, then who? I feel like I should have like a Xavier Woods in the New Day, like who? But anyways, I can actually see what Dan, like, because Dan Slott did mention another name. He mentioned your boy the Silver Surfer. Now, I think that would also be a waste. And the reason why I say this is because I actually thought there was nothing wrong with the way that he was portrayed in. The movie is garbage. Let's go ahead and say it now. Movie's garbage. Fantastic for Rise of the Silver Surfer. Movie's garbage. But I actually thought Silver Surfer was one of the good things about it. Now, I'm not saying go out and get your boy Lawrence Fishburne. Y'all keep Lawrence Fishburne. Larry Fish can stay home on this one because he was kind of phoning it in on the vocals anyway. But I mean, yeah, I guess if you just had to cast Keanu Reeves in something, yeah, I mean, you could put him in Silver Surfer. I just think that it's a waste. I think you could get another actor. Because I think a character like Silver Surfer, you don't need a big name like Keanu Reeves. You really don't. I mean, would it help? Sure. It would help maybe sell the movie. Of course it would. But I don't think it's necessary. Especially if you're going to introduce Silver Surfer in somebody else's movie anyway. The other name that people were throwing out was your boy Namor, or however people pronounce it. I always think it's one of those funny names because growing up, I remember people used to argue over how Thanos was pronounced, like Thanos or Thanos, and I think it's pretty definitive now that it is Thanos. So, I don't know. I've always said Namor, but people always make fun of me for saying Namor because they say Namor, even though I just think it's stupid. Anyways, point is, your boy, Fishman, the guy that Aquaman copied, he's up. He's another character people think like, oh, hey, you know, he's gonna play this guy, and I could see that one. I could see that one maybe. I don't know. That one's a little weird. I kind of would almost rather somebody else play him. And I've seen other names get thrown out there, but I mean, you could pick worse people to play that type of character. And actually, I think Keanu has the acting chops to play a character like this because he's kind of a dick. Like, I mean, not saying Keanu is, but like, you know, Namor is kind of a dick. He's not a nice person. Like, he's kind of a jerk. And Keanu's really good at playing characters that are aloof or just kind of like, back up off me. You know, so I mean, I could see it. Yeah, from an acting chops perspective, I could easily see it. And then, let's see here. Another name that got thrown out was your boy Kraven the Hunter. And this one I'm kind of like, say word. I mean, I could, but and the other reason why I say that too is because I forget, oh man, and we live in 2019. Why am I forgetting the names of actors? When you can just click over on the internet and there they go. Let me see if I can find this guy. Yeah, here he is. So, you got your boy right here. And they don't really say, or actually maybe they do say, you got your boy, and let's go ahead and pull him up right quick. Let's go ahead and pull him up. Where'd it go? There he is. There's his name. He has a crazy name. But Numan Akar, he is going to be playing a character by the name of Dimitri. Now, it's already kind of been posited that he's going to be playing the Chameleon, which, for those of you who are in the know, the Chameleon is a character who is also related to Kraven the Hunter. Throwing that out there. So I could not imagine them using Keanu Reeves as someone to play this character's, sibling or anything like that. I couldn't see that at all. I really couldn't. I mean, maybe, I don't know, it's the Marvel, it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and also it is Sony that is largely over the Spider-Man side of things. So, I mean, it could happen. Maybe. I don't know. But, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it if that is what happened, but I don't know. Once again, it's one of those situations I could easily see other people. I could easily see other people in that role. And then, of course, my last pick, and then we'll get into some questions. I'll jump in this chat real quick, is your boy Moreland, which is this, once again, and I notice that these last two have been villains. Villains, and I would even say Namor to a degree is sometimes a villain, sometimes he's a hero. Just depends on what side of the bed, what side of the clamshell he wakes up on. But Moreland is another character that has been kind of tossed around that people have been like, well, what about this guy? And I mean, yeah, with Sony kind of handling the Morbius side of things, we do have there's a Morbius the Living Vampire movie coming out with Jared Leto starring as Morbius, and I mean that they're kind of opening the door up for vampires, and if you're gonna open up the door for vampires, Moreland is another one. What's going on, Aaron Bryant? I see you in here, man. What's happening, man? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for becoming one of Earth's mightiest subscribers. Appreciate that. But yeah, like I could see Moreland. I could see them do Moreland, especially since we've already kind of seen. And here's the other thing. The reason why I can kind of see it too is because we've already gotten Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse as an animated film, so audiences are already kind of woke on the idea of like alternate dimensions, multiverse travel, and stuff like that. And Moreland is one of those characters, especially even when you go towards like vampires are kind of a thing in the Marvel Comics universe. They're even becoming a bigger deal now in the comics currently. They're their plot thread kind of dropped off a little bit, but it's like one of those that's kind of simmering right now. It went to a boil, simmering a little bit, and then it'll pop back up again. But yeah, I could see it. I could see that all day, every day. I would not be mad if it was Moreland, because I think Moreland's one of those characters that he doesn't get used a lot. He really doesn't. The guy really does not get used much, if at all. So yeah, those are my picks. I guess just throwing those out there. Figure I'd got around to it eventually, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Let's see what's popping up in the chat. Let's go and see what's popping up in the chat. What's happening? Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Lil Fried Chicken asked, "Do you say the N-word sometimes?" No, not really. No. I mean, I'm around people who say it. I usually use other words, like my guy, or brother, friendo, player, champ. I'm boring. I'm really boring. I really am. When it comes to, like, you know, my vocabulary, like my slang is just, it's not a thing for me. Not really. Like, now, I will say this. I say Negro. I do say Negro. I do say that one. But usually in regards to people who are fucking up. I usually say it in regards to people who are fucking up. But yeah, that's about as close as I get to it. But I don't really look at that word as... That word is not great, but it's... I mean, United Negro College Fund. There you go. Anyway. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Jason says the stream cut out. Yeah, there was some... Okay, so pull back the curtain a little bit. I had Photoshop open while I had Streamlabs open, and those two, resource hogs, both of them. And Photoshop was fighting for resource hog supremacy. So that's what happened there. Stephen Hudgens says they should let Keanu... I'm assuming he's talking about Keanu Reeves. They should let him play Dr. Doom in the MCU. You know, I never really thought about that. See, the thing about Keanu Reeves is I would always assume that he would not want... Because, you know, it's the whole Screen Actors Guild. He wouldn't want his face covered up. That's why, when you watch superhero movies, why they always find, like, these really ridiculous reasons for the character's mask to come off should they wear a mask. That's why Captain America, he always has reasons why he takes the helmet off, or Spider-Man, the mask gets damaged, or he pulls the mask off for like really dumb reasons. It's like just apropos of nothing. Mask off. So yeah, I mean, maybe we could see it, maybe. And, you know, Doom's one of those characters, he's not a character who just walks around with his face out. So it's like he would have a mask on pretty much all the time. So if they did it the way that they did the original, not the original, because that's the, what is it? Dude, I'm Roger Corman. It's the Roger Corman Fantastic Four, which is technically the original one, even though technically it didn't ever actually get released. At least not till like many years later. But you know, the one with is it Julian McMahon, who used to be on Nip Tuck. Yeah, they did the whole origin where he had a pretty face, he was a pretty boy, and then he became Doctor Doom towards the end of the movie. And I was like, nah, don't do that. I don't need to see that. Let's see here. DJ Wiley Nunn says, yeah, but is his character John Wick connected to the Marvel Comics? No, not really. No, he's his own universe. I mean, he's an analog for... I mean, he's the Punisher, pretty much. I mean, John Wick is probably the best Punisher movie you'll ever see. You know, for right now. Unless they get John Bernthal in one of those. Chillmonger says Moon Knight. Nothing will change my mind. You know what? I'm with you, man. I am not against the idea of him playing Moon Knight at all. I'm with it. Let's see here. Chillmonger said that. Here, wait. Let me kill some of this because apparently I've got mad channels. I got mad windows open. I probably should, you know, close some of these down. That might be why the stream is dropping frames every here or there. Let me check in real quick. I just want to make sure I'm checking in on the stream, y'all. I don't want y'all to think I'm fucking off or anything. Okay, so okay, everything, it seems, I don't know why it keeps dropping frames, but just a thing. Anyway, let me kill some of this. Here, get rid of that one. We're done with that one. We're done with that one. Okay, now we're better. Okay, let's go through here. What's up, Alternative Factuals? I see you in here. What's up? Holla at your boy. Let's see here. Let's see. Black Nurse says Moon Knight is whack. I disagree with you. Anyway, let's see. Nathan but Game says, seems like a somewhat weak Sinister Six unless they bring in Doc Ock or Green Goblin. Well, I mean, that's the thing. We haven't seen the Sinister Six. And you also can't forget that the original recipe Sinister Six, I mean, if you want to go by if you're going by the actual comics, we're going by the actual comics. The original Sinister Six was Electro, Kraven the Hunter, Mysterio, Sandman, Vulture. Oh, and Doc Ock. So yeah, that's your original. That's your OG Sinister Six, and they've kind of already implied that Scorpion is going to be in the Spider-Man, the Sony Spider-Man films. Their version of the Sinister Six is, I mean, it's not a weak... I mean, here's the thing. Spider-Man's villains can all jack him up individually. They just can't beat him 100% down for the count individually. That's kind of why the Sinister Six exist as a thing. It's because they know they're going to get washed if they go after Spider-Man on their own, so team up. Not to mention, Captain America's been bested by lesser foes. But anyways, let's see. Who we got in here? Gerald Boza, what's happening? Keanu might, it says might be voice acting Silver Surfer since he was a surfer in a few movies. Yeah, you make a fair point there. You make a fair point. I'll give you that. Okay, let's see here. We got Spirit Fire Soldier says they have to bring back Blade for the MCU. Technically, it has already been rumored. I don't know if he's going to be in the actual movies, but I did talk about this, I think, the week before I left for Brooklyn, that I believe I talked about the fact that Hulu is, they're doing a Ghost Rider TV series and a Hellstrom television series, which, if I am not mistaken, the Hellstrom series is not just going to focus on Damon. It's not going to just focus on Damon Hellstrom, but it's also going to focus on his sister as well. Like it's basically Supernatural Marvel style is what is going to wind up being. So yeah. So there you go. There you got it. That's but they did also say that Satana. I always keep forgetting her name. Anyway, so Damon and Satana, it'll be a show about them. But they did also say that Blade would probably be involved on the Hulu side of things. Not necessarily saying he'll have his own show, but maybe that he'll be on one of those other two shows and then eventually get his own show. Or they may just give him a show straight out the gate. I don't know. It didn't work out so well last time. And I'm not saying that derisively because I actually enjoyed the Blade TV show. I thought it was fine. I think people just were mad and in their feelings that it wasn't Wesley Snipes. Whatever. Anyway, here, let's get up, what we got here? Nathan but Game says, I am Danny Rand, the Immortal Iron Fist. I doubt that. But, bless you for trying. Okay, so Gerald Boza says, if you were in charge to bring up any other X spinoff at Marvel back, Generation X or New Mutants, if you had to bring the books back, what mutant would you kill off on the team? Huh. Oh, God. Oh, what mutant would I kill off on the team? Man. Okay, first off, I'm okay. So you know what? Here, this makes it real easy. Generation X, because New Mutants is technically already back. Now, as far as who I would kill off, well, that one's a little bit harder. I can tell you who I wouldn't kill off. I would definitely not kill off Sync. He gets that enough. Oh man, terrible. Anyway, but as far as the comics go, man, who I would kill off. Okay, I tell you what. Here's what I would do. Okay, so I would bring back the OG lineup. I'd bring back the OG lineup first and foremost. So Skin, Sync, Penance, Monet, Husk, Jubilee, Sherm, and of course, Chamber. Gotta have Chamber. Oh man, I just don't know who I would take off the table, because if you kill off a character, I think it should always be a character people actually give a shit about instead of a character no one gives a shit about. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to kill off a character just for shock value. So you know what? If I killed off a character, I would probably do it to a character who has not died before or not been in any like mortal danger. I would probably do a character like, man, Banshee's been through some shit lately. I wouldn't kill him. Man, Emma Frost's been out here fucking up, so I'd probably kill her, which hurts me because when it comes down to like, Team Jean or Team Emma Frost, even though I think shit like that is stupid. I think when people are like, oh, I'm team this, I'm team that, I think it's dumb. But if I had to pick a team, I'd be Team Emma. If I had to pick a team, because I really like Emma Frost as a character. I've always liked Emma Frost. I always thought she was a cool character, even back when she was like just a straight up and down bad guy. But man, maybe I'd kill Emma Frost, because I mean, if you want to shock people, she'd be the one that no one would see coming. Georgia, man, I see you in here, man. What's happening? Team Run the Fade, y'all. Team Run the Fade in the building. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into a little more, because I noticed, we're still talking about some Keanu. We're still talking about some Keanu here. So let's go back. I want to double back, because another character that got brought up with, for all the talk about, stuff that's going to be going on with, the MCU, all that mad blunted jazz, was, the character of Nova. So Nova got brought up, and this was by Kevin Feige, if I'm not mistaken. Basically, he was talking to comicbook.com, and he was saying that he was asked about bringing Nova into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and of course, this isn't news. Kevin Feige has brought up on multiple occasions that Nova was meant to be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe early on. Like, as a matter of fact, he was originally supposed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, but they felt they had too many characters, so they took him out. And even in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, they thought about bringing him in. Too many characters, same thing. It was also the reason why Adam Warlock did not show up in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, as they originally had planned. What's happening? Tech Specs Studio donated $5 in the super chats. Thank you. Tech Specs says, thanks for recommending Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four. It was a great read. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. That's like, and I keep telling people, man, if you are going to, anytime people ask me, dude, I want to get into Fantastic Four, but I don't know where to start. I don't want to start all the way back at like issue 1 and then work my way all the way up. I'm like, dude, just go back, read Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. And I have never had anyone come back and say, nope, you are wrong. That book is wild trash. I've never had anybody say it. So thank you. And thank you. And also thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Also, yeah, just so you know, yeah, super chats get over all other questions. So if you want to throw a question in there, I will totally stop what I am doing and I will answer your super chat, because super chats make the world go round. But anyways, but yeah, so Nova, what he was talking about, he was, all this stuff was supposed to happen. And basically Kevin Feige's response, and it was very basic response. He was just like, he basically said, "We love Nova. It would be cool. Yes, still true. That's still true." That was his response to being asked about whether or not Nova could be brought into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it is exactly what it is. There's nothing to say. He's going to show up at some point, and the thing is, I think it's better if people not see it coming. Now, going back to Keanu Reeves, he was another actor people talked about to play Richard Rider. And now I would say, and I've said this about Green Lantern in the past too, because there are multiple Novas. There, just like there are multiple Green Lanterns. Not as many, but there are multiple. Because the Nova Corps is a police force, just like the Green Lanterns. But the characters they focus on, there's only there's Green Lanterns kind of like main character Green Lanterns outnumber main character Novas. There you go. But much like a Green Lantern movie, I always felt like a Nova movie should kind of be a buddy cop movie. Like, and here's the thing, because we pretty much already got Nova in, here, we got the Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, which was cool. It was cool, that was fine, but it wasn't my Nova Corps. Like, I was expecting, like, oh, these mofos are going to be flying, shooting lasers out their hands. Like, no, they're flying in ships. This is a watered-down Nova Corps, and I know what they were doing. They were kind of planting the seeds, because, honestly, if you put the Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, they would have overshadowed the Guardians themselves. It would have happened. It would have happened. So, we just go ahead and accept that. So, I'm cool with it. But, was it John C. Reilly? And this isn't even like speculation. He is literally playing Roman Day, who is the guy who gives Richard Rider the helmet, who passes the power of Nova over to Richard Rider. So yeah, the seeds have been planted way back. They just haven't been, sprouted yet. That's kind of the thing there. But my whole thing is that, yeah, Nova, I could see that if you put Keanu Reeves in that role, I could see him in that role if he played an older Nova, like an older Nova, who's already been in the game. He's not a newbie. He's a veteran, kind of like in the same way you have Michael Douglas as Ant-Man. He's the original Ant-Man. He's Hank Pym, but then you also have Scott Lang as the new school Ant-Man. Only whereas I feel like Hank Pym is more of a background guy. I think that you should have it more of a have Richard Rider be the front and center guy, and then maybe have like Sam Alexander come in, who's like a younger kid, and he gets the power, and then Richard Rider comes down and has to like coach him up and get him ready. But yeah, and also this is something I meant to bring up before, like going back to talking about Keanu Reeves. To tell you how often he comes up in talks for movies, people forget. Keanu Reeves was originally supposed to play Yon-Rogg in Captain Marvel, but John Wick 3 filming schedule interfered with Captain Marvel's filming schedule, so he had to drop it, and that's how you got Jude Law as Yon-Rogg. Now, I'm actually glad for that, because I feel like Keanu Reeves as an actor would have been wasted on Yon-Rogg, though technically he is tailor-made to play that role because the Kree are supposed to be emotionless, but I would have rather seen Keanu Reeves play somebody else. Jude Law was great as Yon-Rogg. I was like, cool, you did what you had to do. But yeah, I mean, as Nova, though, who I would get to play Nova, that's a tough one. If you did Nova, man, I would actually like a guy like Jensen Ackles. Like, for those of you who don't know, Jensen Ackles is, he's an actor from Supernatural, which is a show that I stopped watching forever ago, because after season 6, it is wild trash. It is a wild trash after season 6. But here, yeah, But yeah, for those who don't know, that's Jensen Ackles right there. He's got the look. I could see, and he's also really good at playing like a smarmy character. And Richard Rider is not necessarily an asshole, but I think that, he is the type of character who would probably rub people the wrong way. So yeah, I could easily see Jensen Ackles playing Nova. And I've even seen, I think even recently there were even some stuff going on where people were talking about Jensen Ackles they were talking about him playing somebody in the MCU. Oh, that's what it was. It was Cyclops. That's what it was. Somebody did some fan art of Jensen Ackles as Cyclops, and I was like, you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Matter of fact, yeah, this is it right here, as a matter of fact. Yeah, Jensen Ackles as Cyclops, they kind of, shopped him in there, got him in there. I was like, dude, I could see that. Dude, he would be the most badass version of Cyclops we would probably ever get. I'm just going to throw that out right now. Jensen Ackles as Cyclops, boom, done. Man.
Cut the check.
Done. So yeah, no, I could see that. I could easily see that. Let's go ahead and move on along. Where do we go next? I guess, you know what? Let's talk about your girl. Let's talk about your girl Black Widow, because Black Widow has some stuff. Black Widow has some stuff and things going on. Basically, not too long ago. Actually, here, let me get this out of here. Get rid of that. Okay, cool. Not too long ago, I think within the last couple of days, 2 days ago, basically what they said was, that the Black Widow movie, because you gotta remember the movie's coming out, I think it's slated for next year. They're in the middle of shooting right now. But, they said that some of the rumors that are going around this movie that's going to be set in 2006, which was kind of prior to the events of Iron Man, but then there were other rumors that came out that said it was going to be set around Captain America Civil War, or set between the events of Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War. So there's that. But according to Kevin Feige, though, regardless of what time it's set in, he says that there's a method to the madness. There's always a method to, and doing things in an unexpected way is something we find fun. There are ways to do prequels that are less informative or answer questions you didn't necessarily have, and then there are ways to do prequels where you learn all sorts of things you never knew before. And basically, in layman's terms, basically what he's trying to say is that what they're planning to do with Black Widow is kind of, and what prequels should do is expand on the universe that we already have in front of us. And he also says that I look at Better Call Saul as a wonderful example of a prequel that almost completely stands on its own apart from Breaking Bad, because it informs you about so many things you didn't know about during the course of Breaking Bad. So time will tell which way we've gone with a supposed Black Widow movie. And I mean, yeah, that's 1,000%. I'm in. That's what I want. That's what I want from a prequel. I think a prequel should expand on the ideas of a universe that we are already familiar with. What I think a prequel shouldn't do is be a waste of everybody's time telling us things we already know, spoon-feeding us a narrative that, is already there. But anyway, no, I do. What do I think about as far as like a Black Widow movie goes? What they could expand upon, I don't know. Maybe you could expand on Hydra. Maybe it could be a way to. I think that personally, I think it would be a missed opportunity if you didn't introduce the character of Sin, which, for those of you who don't know, Sin is the Red Skull's daughter. And here I didn't plan. I actually didn't plan on this. I didn't have any visual aids ready. But let me see if I can find a half-ass decent picture of her, because she's kind of an obscure character, and I think that's where Marvel shines, is when they bring up characters people don't really talk about. Here, let's dude, man, all these pictures are like wild trash. I'm sorry. Okay, here, that'll just have to work. Cool. So yeah, this is your girl Sin right here. This is your girl Sin, and now of course, later in time, she does actually take on the look of the Red Skull, where she has like, you know, the actual like Red Skull face. That does happen at some point. I forget exactly when, but I wouldn't be surprised if she made an appearance in. I wouldn't be surprised if she made an appearance in a Black Widow movie. I think that'd be a good way to kind of expound upon the narrative of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and like the Captain America and super spy level stuff that was, you know, was kind of going on there. But yeah, I mean that's all good stuff. That's all good stuff. Beyond all that, the only other thing that there really is to talk about, the only other thing is here, let's see if we can pull this up. I need a producer. That Venom. Time to go get him. Gotta get that Venom. Okay, so your boy Venom. Kevin Feige just recently came out and said that it's actually very likely that he says it's very likely that we will see Venom in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at some point. Which and because I think this is so amazing. Oh God. Oh man. Oh, let me see if I can find it, because it's just amazing. It is literally just the most amazing thing ever. So okay. Some of y'all may remember not too long ago, before we go any further in this, y'all may remember not too long ago that Kevin Feige, when they were doing, it was around the time that like Spider-Man Homecoming was coming out. And of course, I think this is Kathleen Kennedy. Or maybe it's Lauren Shula Donner. I can never remember. I always get the two mixed up. But anyways, they were having a conversation. They were being interviewed. And basically, what they did was, she was spilling the beans. She was spilling the beans about Venom being a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Kevin Feige's response to it was classic. Here, I'm a pull it up here.
In the world that we are now
Amy Pascal
for Peter Parker. I mean, there'll be adjuncts to it. They may be different locations, but it will still all be in the same world, and they will be connected to each other as well.
So there is a chance that Tom Holland as Spider-Man will pop up somewhere over there? There's always a chance.
There's always a chance. I think one of the...
All right, hey, I got money for that. I ain't got money for that. I ain't clear that yet. But no, okay, so yeah, Amy Pascal. Once again, also other woman of power in movies who I get mixed up with other people. Anyways, but yeah, basically that response, because basically like the idea was that, hey, you're making it hot. You're making it hot. What is you doing? Baby, what is you doing? Honey, what is you doing? But no, basically what he did was, Kevin Feige has come out recently. He's making the rounds. He said, he basically came out and said that it is up to Sony whether or not Venom is a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He says, I think it's up to Sony. Sony has both characters and has Venom in their world. He says, I don't know what their plans are for another Venom or if they're doing that, but it seems likely at some point. So basically what he's saying is he basically passed the buck and was like, yeah, that's not my choice. He's like, hey man, look, you making it hot, man. It's not for me. It's above me now. is basically what Kevin Feige said. He's basically like, man, no, it's above me. But I mean, yeah, Venom did gangbusters in the box office. It actually made decent money, especially overseas. It did really well, and I mean, yeah, it was critically very mixed. Critically got very mixed reviews. I know that it's really weird. People who are critics, people who are like film critics, I felt like judged the movie very harshly, and then people who like are like Venom stans, they judge the movie harshly. But like, I noticed that like of people I know, people I actually have in my orbit, people I actively hang out with, and even the people who went with me to the movie when it came, even before it came out, because we got an advanced screening of it. We all walked out of it saying, yeah, this movie is fine. It's not bad. It's kind of like, and it's the same thing. It's kind of like the same reason I always say about, like, you know, with Dark Phoenix right now. If Avengers Endgame had not just recently come out, no one would be riding on Dark Phoenix as hardcore as they are. And it's kind of the same thing with Venom. Because we now have Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we've seen Spider-Man done so well, people are that much harsher about any other character in Spider-Man's orbit. They're going to crack down on that character, or the portrayal of that character, that much harder. Which, I mean, yeah, whatever. That's fine. You do you. I don't have it in me to get overly angry about movies. I just don't. I got other shit going on, man. I got stuff happen. I got bills. But no, basically, yeah, that's basically, if it's up to Amy Pascal, which sounds like she is very interested in the idea of having Venom as a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen, especially since I think the reason why it was kind of rough at the time was because at the time, Kevin Feige didn't really know if Venom was going to be, was going to make any money. And that's kind of what this is all about. It's wrestling rules, man. It's wrestling rules, man. You got to be able to draw money. You got to be able to draw that money, baby. Anyway, so with that, man, we have chopped it up for about an hour. Goddamn, I did not realize that. Okay, so you know what? I got a pool party to go to here in a little bit. So let's take some questions for the next 30 minutes. So yeah, we're going to take some questions for the next 30 minutes. Oh, actually, before we jump any further, you know what? I do want to pour one out. Because we got some bad news yesterday. Some bad news came out, and really sucks. I mean, I'm going to say right now. So basically, yesterday, news broke out that DC Comics, is retiring the Vertigo imprint, because basically what they're doing is they're taking all of the different imprints under DC, Wildstorm, and Vertigo, all the other stuff. They're going to take it, and they're all going to put them under one banner. So basically what they said was they're going to have, DC is going to have, they're going to be marketed under 3 specific age brackets. So you're going to have DC Kids, you're going to have DC Proper, and then you're going to have DC Black Label. And a lot of the stuff that was on the Vertigo imprint, which is more mature content, stuff like Sandman, Preacher, so on and so forth, all that stuff is going to go under the DC Black Label. So, like, a lot of people, because I know a lot of people got upset yesterday, they were like, oh my god, they've killed Vertigo, they're canceling Sandman, they're canceling all the Vertigo books, oh my god, it's over, life as we know it, dogs and cats living together, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing, that's not the case. It's not at all. Basically, Jim Lee put out a tweet, actually, yesterday, in the midst of all this. He put out a he put out a tweet. Basically, he was saying that our decision to rebrand all content under the singular DC imprint is just that. Amazing books that comprise the Sandman universe, for example, will continue. Big plans for year 2. YA, pop-ups, and creator-owned comics will continue to be a big part of DC. No books are being canceled or going away. So, you now know. You're now in the know. Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Okay, so, with all that, yeah, now, that's everything. That is everything. Yeah, that's it. That's everything. Everything else is just kind of like, yeah. That's what my kid does. Whenever you ask her a question she doesn't know the answer to, she's always like... Anyways, that said, we're going to get some questions for the next 30 minutes, and then we're going to get ready to mob out of here. I got to go get on this pool business, because got to go see my boy. Jason. So, yeah, we don't get to hang out that often, man. We're both family men. We got families. We got kids. So we're trying to pull up on this pool action. Okay, so let's jump in here with some. Let's look at these questions. Questions. Let's see. George S. He says, "Ayo, which do you think would make a better Nova character in the MCU? Richard Rider or Sam Alexander? Hashtag Team Run the Fade." Yes. I mean, to be fair, if I had to pick one, I would rather see Richard Rider because he's my Nova. But I will say, if we were talking about the long game, because I actually do want that Champions movie, I would like to see Sam Alexander. But I would rather, but if I had to pick one, yeah, Richard Rider, all day. Look.
To this day.
So let's see here. Let's see. Gerald Bose says, for me, get Donnie Cates for Richard Rider and the Nova Corps, and get Al Ewing for Sam Alexander, Nova of Earth. I'm assuming you're talking about to write. Are you talking about for writing, or are you talking about for acting? We'll have to come back to that. Let's see here. Oh man, dude, yes. Let's see. Steven Ndambuki. I probably fucked the name all up, but hey, I'm glad to see you in here. Welcome. Says back in the Blerd cave. Feels good to be home. Plus Ultra. What's up, everybody? Man, look at that. Look, giving some love to the Blerd cave. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And then what do we got here? Chillmonger says Hayden Christensen as Cyclops. Nah, I'm good. Okay, let's see here. Dude, Art, what's going on? I see you in here. Jason Brown, cut the check. Yes. Okay, let's see here. Dude, CDG Fubar 89 says he is watching from New Zealand. What? I got peoples in New Zealand? What? Thank you. I love that. That just put a smile on my face. Like I said, man, that's just, man, just so good. Let's see here. Art Edmond says, I support Michael Jai White as Blade. Yeah. Of all the roles that people constantly throw Michael Jai White's name out for, I would rather him be Blade than anybody else. Steven Ndambuki asks, who will be the first cosmic level being we will see in the MCU? I'm assuming talking about like people who actually are of the cosmic universe, not necessarily people who have cosmic powers on Earth. I would personally, honestly, I think it should be Nova. I really do think it should be Nova. I mean, though technically he is of Earth. Actually, you know what? Let's make it. I broke my own rule just right there. I'm like the WWE wildcard rule, man. I'm just fucking the rules up left and right. Man, so good. Okay, so I would go ahead and say, as far as cosmic characters go, give me Galactus. Give me Galactus. Where is he? Where's he at? I want him. Galactus. Either give me Galactus or give me Adam Warlock. You've already teased Adam Warlock, so give me Adam Warlock. So I'm kind of putting him off the table. But Galactus is the one I really want. I would love to see Galactus in the MCU. I think he would be amazing. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see here. Chillmonger says, I picked up on your stuffing things. Rick Grimes reference about 30 minutes ago. Stuffing things. Yeah, dude, that's dude, okay, so real talk. That actually kind of became like, yeah, like that's kind of my, yeah, that's kind of become my thing. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, stuffing things. Because, you know, it's kind of like people say, Coral! Where's Coral? Okay, Gerald Boza confirmed. He said yes for writing. Yeah, I would love, ooh, man. You know what? I would love to see Donny Cates cover a Nova comic because he would ruin Richard Rider's life. Donny Cates is the type of guy, he'll deconstruct a character. And Al Ewing is really good at putting a character through the ringer as well. I would feel so bad for Sam Alexander, because Sam Alexander's already going through some shit. It's like, damn, if Al Ewing took over, man, dude, Sam Alexander might kill himself. Look, Sam's already had his Nova privileges taken away. Goddamn. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad. Okay, Steven helped me out. He says pronounce Nambuki. So, yes, thank you for that. Because, yeah, y'all know me. I'll fuck up a name in a heartbeat. That's what I do. Thank you for that. Let's see here. C.S. Sherman asks, he says, you going all in with Galactus, not one of the Heralds first? You know, man, look, let me be real. Like, can I be real? Can I get down? Little Craig Mack for you. A little flavor in your ear. No, man, I would love to see one of the Heralds, but, okay, I tell you what, I take that back. Okay, so here. Rewind. I would love to see Galactus first, but yes, you do kind of have to see one of his heralds first before Galactus gets there, and Galactus should be that threat level that, like, is... Okay, so here's what you do. Okay, fine. I got it. I'm about to book the MCU, not Phase 4, it'll probably be Phase 5, because they've already said that the Fox characters, they have only just now started planning what to do with the Fox characters, because they didn't want to... basically, what Vince McMahon would call mental masturbation. It's when you're coming up with ideas that you can't act on. It's like you're just anyway, pie in the sky. But yeah. So what I would do if it was me? Okay, I'm Kevin Feige. I'm booking Phase 5. Fantastic Four, you have the Fantastic Four in here. Basically, you have them. What I would do is have the Fantastic Four already have been established, but they have been they weren't like household names or anything like that. Kind of treat them the way you did like Ant-Man. They were maybe working with SHIELD, but they just weren't well known. And they just kind of disappeared for a while, and now they've come back, kind of like what happened with Secret Wars. And then what you do is you have them come back because now because they run across the threat of Galactus in the form of the Heralds, where you could make it be Silver Surfer, the other Nova, who is a Herald of Galactus, have maybe like Terrax, maybe have them come down, like they bump into them and they realize that. Or maybe the Heralds discover Earth because of the Fantastic Four, follow them back, and they're like, oh, we got to prepare this world for, like, we have to prepare this world for the coming of Galactus. So silly. Anyway, but yeah, then you have Galactus come down, like, in a movie. Like, don't even have him actually show up, but maybe have, like, towards the end, Silver Surfer, he does a face turn, and then, maybe turns on Terrax and Nova and decides he wants to help save the Earth, like he usually does. And then, he returns... Either he returns to Galactus with his head hanging down, or maybe Terrax and Nova or whoever other heralds they decide to use. But like, hey, dude, your boy out here fucking up. Your boy was out here fucking up. We gotta go ride on Earth because he's betrayed us, and the Galactus like, oh well, shit, I gotta pull up now, and then that's how you get Galactus as like the larger threat for like future MCU films. There you go.
Cut the check.
So yeah, you got that. Also, you know what? Real quick too. I don't know if I said this earlier. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. So when I was in Brooklyn, and I feel like, man, I miss it. I've missed it since I got on the plane to come back. Since I got to the airport, like I was driving into, because I flew out of Newark, New Jersey, and I missed it so much. I was like, as I got in the lift to go out, man, I was just like, oh man, I don't want to go. Oh well. But anyways, once again, I just want to say thank you everybody who came out, just were like, hey, what's going on? What's popping? So glad that, you do what you do. Like, people were coming up and just being really awesome to me. Way more people than I ever expected to actually meet in Brooklyn who were already subscribers of my channel. And it was just fantastic. Like, and some of y'all, like y'all were like amazing. Y'all were amazing. It was great. I know like the panels I did, I know the first one I thought went really well. The second one was kind of rocky because I was actually supposed to have a little bit of backup, but I didn't get any backup on that one, so I was just kind of talking out of my ass. I work better when I have somebody to play off of, little verbal jousting, little verbal sparring, a little verbal pugilism, if you will. So yeah, no, but I just want to say real quick, thank you everybody who showed up. Man, there was way more people than I ever expected to see. I would dare say dozens. I can actually say dozens. It's a dozen plural. So yeah, it blew my mind. Like, people, like, it blew my mind. People were taking selfies with me, and I was just like, fuck, you want to take a selfie with me? I'm nobody. But I thought that was cool. It was really cool. Just did this old heart some good. This heart that burns the bridges to light the way. Okay, let's do this. Chillmonger says, I don't care who writes Nova, just get Paco Medina on that art. Yes, dude, Paco Medina is out here, like, I'm talking about killing it. Him and was it Jorge Jimenez? Dude, they're both out here killing it, man. And I don't know if y'all noticed this or not, man. All right, look, I don't know if y'all been catching up with this, but most of the artists that are like really killing it right now, most of the artists that are straight up out here bodying cats out here with their artwork in the comics industry right now, most of them are Hispanic. Just want to throw that out there, man. Hispanic, Spanish descent, Latin descent, something like, but it's like almost all the good ones I've seen lately. It's like, dude, yeah. Yep. I love it, man. Look, because right now.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
That's how it works, man. That's how it works. Anyways, let's going down here. I'm sorry. Wilbur Robinson says Bobby Fish is Wolverine. Okay, you know what?
Cut the check.
Goddamn. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. I don't think I have Bobby Fish on. Yeah, because he was injured at the time this cup was made, so he isn't on there. But for those of you who don't know, Bobby Fish is that's Undisputed Era. He was an indie guy for the longest time, but he was an indie guy for the longest. And he's only just recently come back from injury. Like, he almost got injured again during the last takeover. Was takeover 25? Yeah, takeover 25. Yeah, he almost got injured. He almost messed around and got injured again. But dude is like, he's one of those guys, like, when you see him, you would probably think he's not much. You would probably think he's not much to look at, but dude is legit. Like, I love this guy. He's such a good heel. Dude is like just a straight up good heel. Like, dude is. Matter of fact, here, because it's really cool because he always wears these like this mouth guard that has like the sharp teeth on it, so it just kind of makes him look like a rabid animal. But yeah, this your boy Bobby Fish right here. Dude is a beast, and he's actually kind of short, so I mean, it kind of tracks. Kind of tracks a little bit, but yeah, Bobby Fish, man, that undisputed, that undisputed air. Look. You look. I always gotta rep that undisputed, man. That undisputed. Anyway, C.S. Sherman says, I'll forward that idea to Kevin Feige. Yeah, boom.
Cut the check.
Yeah, man. Handle that, man. Handle that. Let's see. George S. says, what are some of the characters you would like to see introduced in the near future? I would say Taskmaster and Blue Marvel. Thoughts? Team run the fade. Damn right. Okay, so yes, Taskmaster, who I think might actually be in Black Widow. Maybe. It's possible. We might see Taskmaster in Black Widow. I would also really love to see your boy Blue Marvel. I really want to see your boy Blue Marvel. But I think Blue Marvel runs into the same problem that I often hear people complain about with Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. Oh, she's too powerful. People would say the same thing about Blue Marvel, and he's a black man, so that just would make it even worse. But I mean, hey, is what it is. You should make more powerful characters. But no, we've already gotten Monica Rambeau. She's already been teased, so I mean, we're gonna get her. So I'm not gonna say Monica Rambeau. We'll leave her off the table. Okay. Man, you already took Taskmaster for it. I was gonna say Taskmaster. Okay, you know what? Where did he go? Man. I actually don't have it up there anymore because I took it down. Never mind. Can't use it as a reference. But, I would definitely. I've been itching for Namor. I've been itching for Namor to show up. I really want him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We talked about him earlier. Moon Knight is another one I would also like to see. Tell you another one people don't talk about, and I think it's such a deep cut character, but I really would love to see pop back up because I'm a '90s kid, and that's when it was popping off. But your boy. Darkhawk. And I say that because I think anyone who knows me well enough knows I'm a huge Tokusatsu fan. I love me some Tokusatsu. I think it's just great. For those of you who do not know what Tokusatsu is, I apologize. You should watch my What is Tokusatsu All About video on my channel. And I can smarten you up to what Tokusatsu is, because Tokusatsu is in and of itself amazing. Tokusatsu is just fantastic. No, but seriously though, Tokusatsu, Tokusatsu is just great. But yeah, for those of you, I say go check out this video over here if you really want to know some more about Tokusatsu. And I'd even dare say check out this video over here, Beast Morphers versus Go Busters. I got another video that I'm working on too. Maria's actually got it in the pipeline for me that'll come out a little later. We're going to be talking about, I guess I can go ahead and tell y'all what it's going to be. We're going to be talking about the difference between oh God, why did I just blank on that? Kyoryu Sentai Zero Ranger versus the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So that video will be coming up before too long. But yeah, those are some characters. But I love Darkhawk. Just because he kind of reminds me of that type of character, kind of a Guyver, Kamen Rider style character, just but bird themed. Let's see what else we got on here. Wilbur Robinson asks, who do you think should portray Blue Marvel in the MCU? You know what? Get your boy Idris. Originally, I kind of was thinking, because, Blue Marvel, if you play him up as a character that's a modern-day character, I would say, because he's older, I'd be like, man, get a guy like Denzel Washington, but Idris Elba would work, but I mean, he's already been in the MCU, but, so yeah, I guess I'll fall back on my default, Denzel Washington. Let's see here, what else we got? Here, I'm scrolling through. We're checking out stuff. Here we go. Stephen Nambuki, he says, who will be the next major villain in the MCU or or storyline? Man, okay, you know what? I personally, because I have this sneaking suspicion they are introducing Adam Warlock very soon, sooner rather than later. I actually think your next major villain is going to be the Magus, which is the alter ego of or like the kind of like the dark twin, the alternate persona, the doppelganger, if you will, of Adam Warlock. So yeah, I think that's who we'll see. I think that's who is going to be our next guy. Maybe. If not him, it'll probably be like Doctor Doom or Galactus. But as far as storylines go, man, I really thought we were gearing up for Secret Invasion, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe it still could, you never know. But I do think Secret Wars has been very well teased. So I think Secret Wars will probably be the next, like, as far as like overall story arcs and everything. I think that is our next play, is Secret Wars. I think that's also how they're going to bring everything together, all the new stuff that all the new toys that they got back. I think that's how they're going to do it. If you're asking me, but hey, like LeVar Burton says, man, you have to take my word for it.
Cut the check.
Let's see here. Let's see. Chill in the MCU restart. I think so. The way that it all works out, I believe the deal that Marvel struck with Netflix, and that whole thing is a debacle, like from start to finish. It's so bad. The deal is just so sloppy, but just the way it's being handled now too, just like it's almost like two kids arguing over the same toy. It's like, just come on. And the thing is, like, Netflix has already moved on using Mark Millar's material. So I mean, it's like, dude, just get over it, man. Let Marvel do their thing. Netflix is kind of struggling right now anyway, but I don't mean that as a I don't mean as that, but just saying, like, they're struggling right now anyway. You might want to play nice with some people. Yeah, just throw that out there. Let's see here. Let's see. Jason was like, Adam Cole, baby! Dude, last night, I just wanted, this is a little aside. Last night was my wife's birthday. And we had, the friends and family over. We were playing board games, playing Arkham Horror. And, which I think is behind me. Yeah, we were playing that board game. And we lost miserably. But anyways, while we were watching NXT, because I was like, we wanted to watch something having the background, just background noise, but nobody wanted to watch anything specific because they were all behind on their various and sundry shows. But anyways, we were watching NXT, and it was one of those things, like, I kind of surprised some people because at one point, like, Adam Cole's coming out, and one of my sister-in-laws was like mid-conversation with my wife, and it got to the part where Adam Cole does the whole like, Adam Cole, baby, and I just jumped up and did it like apropos. Well, I mean, it was apropos of something, but like to them it seemed apropos of nothing. But But I was like, yeah, I said, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, if Adam Cole is coming out and I know it's getting ready to happen, I have to do it along with him. I'm sorry. It's just who I am as a human being. Even the boom, like he does like the boom, like I gotta do that too. So there you go. Anyway. Let's see here. Robert Jerome, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? You made it here a little late, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not hating. Let's see. True Willpower says, yo, I see Dark Reign first, then Secret Wars. I could see Dark Reign. It feels weird to have Dark Reign without Secret Invasion, because Secret Invasion sets up Dark Reign so well. But, I mean, technically, you could do Dark Reign in terms of saying, like, hey, all this stuff has happened. Hey, let's put these people in charge. Maybe have Hammer come up out of nowhere, just being like a new organization. Okay, well, then Shield's washed. So let's go ahead and do let's go ahead and have Hammer come in and take care of business. Let's see here. Yeah, Jason Brown, yes, key point. He says, remember they said they will have an Earthbound threat and a cosmic level threat. So yeah, I would not be surprised if and the thing is, Doctor Doom and Galactus also play kind of well off of each other. So if it was Doctor Doom and Galactus, because I mean, you gotta think about it. Thanos brought a ridiculous threat level to the MCU. Like a high threat level to the MCU. The only way you can top that is by upping the ante. And upping the ante, yes, Galactus by himself is a threat, but the thing is, like, what else does he bring? So now you also have to think about Doctor Doom as well. So yeah, there I could, or Kang the Conqueror, or it could be Kang the Conqueror and Doctor Doom and Galactus. I can see all these things happening. Let's see. Loke Style says Kang the Conqueror would be great since they have already played with time travel in the MCU. Yes, I do agree with that 1,000%. George S. says the Annihilation Wave. The Annihilation Wave would be fire. What do you think about that, man? I have been wanting Annihilus and the Annihilation Wave for a minute. I think actually that you probably could make Annihilus be the next big thing. It's just the only thing I would be worried that I would be worried that he wouldn't be done correctly. But I mean, Marvel's been pretty good about handling these characters. Let's see here. And let's see. And then Robert Jerome says, if they use Kang the Conqueror, would you think we'd get to see Hydra Captain America? I could see it. I could see Hydra Cap, maybe. See, here's the thing. I actually think, and I don't know if you could do this really, because I know that Chris Evans is kind of wishy-washy on how much longer he wants to play Captain America. And we did get Secret Empire references in Avengers Endgame. I honestly and honestly, I think Captain. And I know people hate this. I know people hate when I say this, but I think that when heroes become bad guys temporarily, whether it's Captain America in Secret Empire, whether it's Tony Stark in Civil War, and you can make whatever argument you want to make. He is technically the bad guy in that one. He's kind of the asshole in that one. I mean, maybe not so much the bad guy, but he's definitely on the wrong side, as time has told. And Hulk has been a bad guy. Hawkeye used to be a bad guy before he was even an Avenger in the first place. You have all these different characters who at some point in time have been the bad guy. And I like that. Actually, I'm a fan of it because I think it's cool. I think it's, because, and I guess maybe because I grew up with, or not grew up with, I was already damn near grown by the time I actually started watching, but I used to watch Angel. And Angel, that was one of the things I liked about Angel, is that every season of Angel, one of the core, Team Angel cast members was a bad guy. Whether it was before they joined Team Angel or after they joined Team Angel, at some point, one of them became the bad guy, whether they meant to or not. Or even if they weren't the bad guy, they stood in direct opposition of the main character, Angel. So it's like, yeah. So I mean, I'm game for all of that. Give me Give it all to me. I'll take it. We're going to take a couple more questions and we're going to mob out of here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Jason Brown says the season 4 trailer for My Hero Academia just dropped. I tagged you on the post. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that. Actually, here. You know what? Here. You know what? Let's see what's popping over here. Here, what's? You know what? Here, wait. Y'all want to have an impromptu Blerd Without Fear trailer reaction to the My Hero Academia Season 4 trailer? Do we want that? Is that what we want? Is that the thing that, you know, is that the thing we need? Because if it is, I'll do it. But if nobody cares, I won't do it. But I will tell you right now, I am considering doing it. Yeah, go ahead and throw them up. I'm about to say, hands up. Okay, let's see. I see a yes in there. I know Jason wants me to check it out, so I'll definitely be. I'm gonna check it out anyway, regardless. But I mean, just yeah, I like to read the room. Thank you. Okay, here we're gonna go ahead and do it. Here. Tell you what. Look, can I? Let me see if I can do it. All right. Okay, we got this. Here we go.
オールマイトの引退で漠然と広がっていく不安。
Alright.
それはやがて現実のものとなり、さらに拡大していく。
強くなりたいならのれで開け。
みんなと歩み。
My boy Mirio!
今なれない。緑谷いつけ。
象徴なき今、人々はかすかな光ではなくまばゆい光を。
Dude, y'all don't know. Y'all cats that ain't read the manga, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready.
誰が支配者になるか。何をするつもりだ。コスチュームをまとって街に出れば、俺たちは
Blue Million!
ヒーローだ。
断りを壊すんだ。すでに根は全国に張り巡らせている。
絶対にあの子を助ける。
Plaza Drive! Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Woo. You look great, baby girl. You look beautiful. You're welcome. Sorry, that was my daughter Cersei. She came in just for a second just to ask how she looked. She looks amazing, as always. Okay, so real quick. Oh man, I'm so hype. I am hype. If y'all can't tell, if that didn't tell you how I feel, if that didn't tell you anything about how I feel, then I don't know what to tell you. But, man, yeah, I'm hype. That's all I can say. I'm hype. They showed everything I wanted to see. I got to see Lumillion, Mirio. I got to see Overhaul. I got to see the team. I got to see everything I want to see. I saw everything I want to see. I don't need to see. Now that the trailer is dropped, I don't need to see shit else. I don't want to see nothing else. Don't hear.
Cut the check.
Don't show me nothing else. Because right now, everything I need to see is right there. Everything is there. I don't want to see. I mean, granted, I know it's going to happen, but I just don't want to see it in anime form. But I'm going to tell you right now, all you motherfuckers who don't read the manga, you ain't ready. You are not ready. You think I'm lying? Y'all ain't ready. Because, dude, I'm going to tell you right now. Y'all think y'all seen the best. Y'all think you've seen the best of My Hero Academia. You think that you've seen everything you could possibly see. This is going to be amazing. Dude, the fight that is before them right now, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for it, man. Oh, so good. Man, look.
Rise to the top.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. We got Hamaru6 donated $2 to the super chat.
Cut the check.
Love it, man. And look, it didn't even ask anything. Just throwing it out there for me. I appreciate that. Anyway, but let's see here. Dude, I always am. Dude, Robert Jerome's doing the daddy thing at all times. Dude, it's a full-time job, man. It's 24/7. It's 24/7. 24/7 rules. I'm R-truthing it out here. Let's see here. What do we got here? Was it Def Teray? It says a good blue Marvel actor could be Morris Chestnut, older, but could play the character for 10 years and not look too old. I can see that. Morris Chestnut's still out here, dude. And dude, he is not aged. That motherfucker is a vampire. I swear to God. Dude, but yeah, anyway, that right there, and let's see, what else we got in here, dude, yeah, Robert Jerome, yes, you need to get up on that manga, because I'm gonna tell you right now, like, in some of the Facebook groups that I've been a part of, which, by the way, I know I said I was gonna have the Discord ready. I won't lie, I have it ready to roll. I've just been really hesitant to put it up because I don't want it to be like this is so much empty space, like, because I don't know how many people are going to get in on it. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the trigger on it. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I'm going to put up a little post. And so yeah, make sure you're following me along these social media blocks. Any one of them. I'm probably the most active, and I think Jason Brown can attest to that. I'm probably more active on Twitter than I am anything else. Like, and you are more likely to get a response from me on Twitter. Facebook is kind of weird because, like, when people private message me on Facebook, like DM me, like the actual Blerd off your Facebook page, you will probably get a quicker response from me, but honestly, I don't check it as often because I just don't. So yeah, it's way easier to get a hold of me on Twitter than anywhere else. Maybe Instagram, but I'm not even on Instagram that hard. But anyways, let's see here. Yeah, don't get pinned. Man, do not get pinned. Trust me, you don't, dude. You get pinned. I'm gonna tell you right now. Here, okay, you want to know what the theme of My Hero Academia Season 4, you know what that trailer told me? What that trailer is getting you ready for?
Danger, danger, danger. Danger, danger, danger.
That's what it's getting you ready for. Oh, Lord. Okay, here, let's do this. Said Wilbur Robinson. He says, I grew up on Power Rangers. Until this day, I still say Tommy is the hardest. Yet, Zero Ranger is just light years better to me. The Green Ranger story, man, gets... Yeah, dude. Okay, so yeah, Wilbur knows what I'm talking about. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know, and I say this all the time, I joke about this on social media, like, at least once a month, that, don't get me wrong, I love Tommy. Tommy is the Green Ranger. He is the GOAT when it comes to the American show. But if you go to that original OG Zero Ranger show, Burai is that guy. He is that dude. He is the one. I'm gonna save it. Because the video is coming up before too long. I'm not gonna say too much here. I don't want to bury the lead. But let's see here. John Cena gonna be the U.S. agent? I don't know. I know he's gonna be in. He's in Suicide Squad. I know that for a fact. I can see him as U.S. agent though. Aggressively relaxed, he says Billy is objectively the best Power Ranger. You know, I tell you what. The only reason I have to disagree. I mean, if we're talking about the Mighty Morphin Squad, of the American Squad, I would say Billy's up there. I think he's low key one of the better Rangers out there. But if we're talking about like just overall Super Sentai included, nah. Y'all ain't talking about the right guy. Y'all ain't talking about my boy Captain Marvelous. My boy Captain Marvelous out here with that thing on him. Captain Marvelous stay out here just shooting wild shots. Just like... And got the sword in the other hand, too. No, y'all don't know nothing about my boy Captain Marvelous. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all know nothing about my boy Captain Marvelous. The one true GOAT. No. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for my boy Captain Marvelous. Matter of fact, here, I want to show y'all just real quick before I jump out of here. I want to show y'all a little quick some here. I hope this is actually a good quality video. But or a fan, or if you've ever in your life been curious about Kamen Rider Super Sentai, dude, you are missing out if you're not getting in on that. But yeah, Captain Marvelous, boy, keep that thing on him. But anyways, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and jump up out of here. Let's go ahead and jump up. Actually, aggressively go. I gotta give some respect. Aggressively relaxes. Billy had a flying VW Beetle and could defeat any other Ranger with enough prep time. He probably could. Actually, he really could. True story. That Beetle is actually in the original series. It's in Z Ranger. It pops up like once or twice. But yeah, no, dude, I give it to him. I give it to him. But yeah, man. But if we're talking about Super Sentai, nah, dude, Captain Marvelous all day. Top 5 dead or alive. Like I said, dude, top 5 dead or alive.
To this day. To this day.
But yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna jump up out of here. I gotta get out of here because I gotta be in the Shaven, South Haven. I gotta head to Mississippi real quick. But man, thank y'all so much. I want to say thank y'all again, everybody who's been in the chat with me, everybody who's been kicking it with me, helping me chop it up. We've been having fun. Everybody that has just been, just so awesome, so cool. We're gonna be back. We're back on regular schedule every Saturday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you set your clocks, set your notifications, so that way you know what's popping. And I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna see you all next time. Don't forget, if you're a patron, you're gonna be seeing some videos pop up today. Patrons are gonna be getting 2 videos today. Everybody else, you'll be getting 1 video. But yeah, if you become patron, you get 2 videos. And there'll be some videos posted up tomorrow too. Those won't be patron behind a Patreon wall or anything like that. Those are some interviews and some promos that I'm cutting for some other people. But anyways, those will be coming up. Don't worry, it's coming soon. I got you. Everybody, y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Man, go out there, go out into the world, be excellent to each other, make good choices, and I love you all 3,000. I'll see you all next time. Plus Ultra.
Soundscapes, what my dreams on. Gotta put my team on. Change for the beginning like a season 2 theme song. Cold world, keep warm, you've been warned. Crazy when they quote lines, and it's one of mine. This just the beginning of my story, like once upon a time. I'm waiting for the sun to shine through these dark days, showing them how to persevere the smart way. Never let them tell you what you can't do. Waving guns in your videos, boy, that ain't you. Gas them up like they flame, but it ain't true. I elevated, not the same dude. I paint the sky blue. They say you ain't like them other guys in the clouds. With my love, she my lady butterfly. Here's a tune till you reach the moon. Last lullaby, what am I? A mortal man trying to nullify stereotypes. I write answers, certified spiritual flow. I said hello from the other side. I revise other styles, made them urbanize. Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver. Dream weaver.
Keep dreaming.